I used to be under the impression that if someone had, the right qualifications, the right number of letters after their name, that they were the best person to communicate that information and that knowledge. I mean, I have more letters after my name than I have in my name. But that alone doesn't mean that what's in my head automatically is going to just sort of drift into somebody else's head, because communication and teaching is a very delicate process, and looking at someone's qualifications doesn't automatically tell you that that person is going to be a great teacher or a great tutor especially. I think I learnt this the hard way when I was, I spent almost a decade at university, and I came across some of the world's leading authorities on particular topics. And these people may have been experts in their field, but seriously, some of them were the most terrible communicators. Some of them knew all the information, but knowing the information and having the information in one's head and being able to communicate it effectively to someone else in a way so that it makes sense to them, that is a whole different kettle of fish. So what we look for at top of the class in a tutor, what we value more than anything is not what your qualifications are, or whether you're a classroom teacher or whether you're a university professor. It's how well you can communicate that information in a way to a student so that it not only makes sense, but the ability to motivate someone, the ability to make someone feel confident and comfortable in that learning environment makes all the difference, more than anything else. I've taught in some of Sydney's most exclusive private independent schools. I've taught in some of Western Sydney's most problematic schools. I've taught out in the bush, I've taught in the outback, I've taught in a whole variety of locations and socio-demographical areas. But I think it's really important to understand that classroom teaching and one-on-one coaching or tutoring is very different. And of all the experience that I had teaching in a classroom, nothing provided me with the best experience as a tutor than what tutoring did. And when you actually do the two, and when you actually get out there and do it, you start to realize that classroom teaching is very different. So when choosing a tutor for your student, it really doesn't matter so much about their qualifications or whether they're a classroom teacher with 20 years of experience or whether they're a university student. What matters most is whether they can teach in a way that addresses both those emotional aspects and those cognitive aspects of learning. They have to be able to communicate in a way so that it makes sense in a constructivist manner, so that it all fits together. They have to be able to communicate in a way so that they are adjusting the way that they teach according to the way that the student learns best. They have to be able to bring out the best in a young learner by understanding principles of motivation and attitude and confidence. They have to know all these things, and these are the aspects that we focus on more than anything. For parents who have come to the website here who want to know how we approach teaching, have a look through the website, have a look through the ways in which we apply the thinking and cognitive processes, have a look at the ways that we apply the emotional, feeling aspects of learning, because I think these things are the most undervalued, but they are the most important aspects of learning. The other thing that I've found over the years is that the parents who really want to secure their children's future the most don't just want a tutor. They tend to want the know-how, and they want to be involved in their children's academic work, and it becomes very frustrating when you've got to deal with the school and all these assignments and assessments and syllabus outcomes and all these technical jargon that sometimes a lot of parents find very frustrating because they don't really know necessarily how they can play the best active role. When I became a dad, I kind of took it to the extreme. I used to work in healthcare as a dietitian. I actually became a school teacher, and then not long after I decided to do the Careers Advisors course, because I thought the best way I can help young people find their path in life was actually not just teach them the information that they needed to know at school, but actually find how they could get the right university courses, the right career path in life. So I took it to the extreme. I actually went down this path because of my own personal interest in my son's future. But I find that parents who want to secure their children's future. They want more than just somebody else to do all their work. They want to know what they can do. They want to be involved themselves. Top of the class aims to do more than just individual tuition. We provide a whole network of support. And for anyone who's come to the website who wants to know more about what we do, I really strongly suggest you have a look through the website, find out the extra services that we offer specifically to parents. The most important, most fundamental, crucial key that a child has in determining what path they take in life. It comes down to putting parents at the top of the whole process. You know, school teachers, tutors, the school system, it all plays a role, but it really comes down to the role and the influence that a parent can have over their own child. I think if we can help parents help their children, we've done a greater job than any system anyone else out there can possibly do. I really believe with 100% certainty that that is the number one aspect that makes our company different. It is the thing that will be most helpful, and I think that parents who really have that legitimate desire to make a difference more than anything else, this is going to be the most helpful.